Should I just talk like this? No one will know. They don't know who I am. I could be from Texas.
Are you sure you're fading? Because it sounds like you're here now.
No, I'm loopy. Is what I am. We're getting
okay.
We're gonna get weird here soon.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today is kind of a momentous occasion. We are now about to dive into our first anime together on this channel. We've been talking about it for a while, and we didn't really know exactly what direction to go to. I usually have polls for this, but a new anime season has started, and we've kind of started to see some clips of things here and there floating around, and I think this one kind of caught both of our eyes. Don't know much about Takopi's original sin, but we have like the slightest idea that this is not a happy rainbows and sunshine and sugar and rainbows, whatever, type of show.
It's gonna be sad.
It's gonna be sad, and but I think both of us have like a bit of an appreciation for watching sad things.
I don't know that I would call what I have an appreciation for it, more like a driving obsession and need to watch things that are going to physically and mentally break me. Yeah. I want to cry and be victimized by my animes. So
right, maybe not my exact wording, but I would say that I do find it fun whenever I watch a show and it does get me that emotional, and then I have to cry in front of a camera in front of everybody.
So that'll be a new experience for me, though. I don't know what kind of mental roadblock there is for me being in front of a camera watching something. Although I just fucking lost it for EXO, so who knows?
You did, and because you cried, I kind of started to cry a little bit because of you. So we might feed off of each other's energy in that way.
Exacerbate.
If one of us falls apart. But yeah, I do feel like anime can very easily get me there. It doesn't take a whole lot, you know, as long as you just have a good story and some good acting and everything. So, but okay, since we don't know a whole lot about this, I guess we can just really jump on in.
Yeah.
So, but guys, before we do, feel free to check out my memberships. They're only $1, and you get early access to videos like these, and also my music reactions. Wow. Fucking wow. That's a new one. That's a new move for you.
I've read it like 800 times.
Do you want this in the video too? Like,
it's up to you.
Our intros are gonna be like 30 minutes long because we just can't even get started.
Go buy my blankie.
What the fuck? Oh my god. That was gold. Whatever just happened, like, I just know that's gonna make me laugh.
Yeah. I don't know how you don't know at this point that I need this to watch them.
It's been a while, you know, since we watched anything. Oh fuck, we do full reactions, so
they're gonna get all this shit?
I mean, I can cut some of it out.
I don't give a fuck
for time, but
people
like,
can know I'm weird.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, they're gonna see all the good shit for sure. I didn't catch all of that.
It was something about don't kill yourself.
Something not good. So cute.
Yeah, I'm sold on him already. This show is gonna hurt my feelings. It's gonna...
Yeah. Just the way it's drawn, you just know it's gonna hurt. It's an interesting art style, though.
For sure.
It doesn't really look like a whole lot of anything else.
I kinda like that.
I do too. Planet Happy?
I'm feeling misdirected.
Why?
There's the false sense of happiness and cuteness that we're being lulled into here.
Takopi feels like a very like cartoony apparition that's just like full of happiness and everything.
Yeah.
And she's just very like
morose.
Yeah. Like this is reality.
His total innocence about what's happening there. I like that juxtaposition of that versus her like reality of it.
Yeah, and she just looks like She could explain it to him, but she's just not.
And why would she? He's a happy, sweet, innocent.
So it looks like they're making fun of her for being on welfare, so she's probably not well off, or her family's not anyway. It's interesting that Takopi, I think, lives for people to be happy all the time, but there's obviously perhaps some anxiety in there too, that Takopi might feel weird if people around him are not happy.
Well, and he's trying his best, right? And obviously it's not having any effect.
Yeah.
Well, something makes her happy.
Yeah. At least it's one thing.
Me too, so...
Yeah, dogs are good for that.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yep, I think that's what her mom does. He's just getting the wrong idea about everything.
It's just the epitome of innocence, that one. Something happens to the dog, I swear to fucking God.
Don't even say it. We're probably gonna break. Whatever they are. I haven't been talking a lot because, like, I'm already kind of
getting there. Yeah. I think it's particularly. What did I just fucking say? What did I say? This is a bad idea.
Obviously something bad's gonna happen because that's breaking the rules.
Sure, of course, but something bad already has happened.
And they didn't say what happened to the dog, right? Just at the gut.
They'll give them a moment, they will. The happy vibe here feels really gross, kind of.
Very unsettling.
Yeah, unsettling. Gross is bad. Unsettling.
Oh my God. He's so clueless.
He's trying his best, you know?
She was also saying if something happened to Chappie.
Yep.
And he's probably never seen a dead body before.
He has no idea. Nope.
That must mean his items must be like really powerful to have that kind of rule to not give it to people.
So now I'll blame himself, but like quite honestly, she'd have found a way to do it either way. Yeah.
Right.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're right. She would have done it somehow, but he gave her the means to do it.
If he could at least find the dog, I'll be okay. Like just.
Okay,
it just traumatized us for just but a brief moment. It's not like.
Right.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
We could go back in time. Okay, it's that.
How long are we into this episode? My God.
We're halfway there.
They did a lot in 18 minutes.
Yeah, that was crazy. And like, it doesn't help that he's like the sweetest creature in all of existence as well.
And you don't want him to blame himself for what happened.
And then she was sweet too.
Yeah. Just, you know, hurt. So does he remember going back in time?
I don't know.
Takopi?
I think he does remember. Because that would be the point, right? To go back so that you can relive it, right? I guess.
Yeah. So people can't see him? Or... why couldn't he go home with her if...
Ah, that's right. It was kind of nice having him on her shoulder because he kept like whispering positive things in her ear.
Right,
anytime something was negative.
Fuck this little brat. Are we reliving the same day over and over again?
So far, I think. So many things probably happened to her throughout the day.
He has to fix every single thing.
He's fixing every single thing, yeah. So she's getting teased for eating and or not eating, like.
But every single one of her problems she has is that little shit's fault.
Yeah, she's just hell-bent on making her life worse.
I'm sure we'll explore more why that is later, but right now I don't fucking care.
Right, yeah. This sound behind the music
is actually kind of awful.
It's like, yeah, it's like ominous.
It doesn't feel good. It has like that, like, it's the same thing. It's unsettling.
It's unsettling. Something bad is gonna happen. Wow, there's this ridiculously cheesy, happy thing on top of it. Yeah, it's like really weird contrast.
Yeah.
I
don't think so.
I would not do that. This little girl is traumatized.
Yeah, she probably already knows what's gonna happen. Now he's gonna get beaten up.
Or have his happiness demolished as well.
He's probably never been hit before.
Yeah. I have a theory.
Okay.
Takopi?
Wow. We just have to imagine what happened.
I'd rather imagine than
right.
see it at this point.
Do you think maybe the mother might have gotten with
her father,
her dad,
yeah,
and then maybe messed up a marriage or something?
That was my initial thought, yeah.
And it sucks because there's kids, so they're not gonna have the most rational thoughts to process that.
Agreed, but there's a difference between that and being completely fucking evil.
Yeah, that's...
Which is what this Marina chick is.
Right. The fact that she used a pen on her is like crazy. But I also wonder if more than that has happened to this girl then.
Sure.
You know?
Like I said earlier, I'm sure we'll get more context, but
yeah,
I don't care. I'm gonna be honest, I do not care.
Right. Yeah. Oh, nice. There's a nice boy.
Can't wait to see what terrible things happen to him.
This could be that show, yeah. There it is, yeah. I wonder if for his species it's normally this hard.
Oh, this little bitch.
So her mom is like traumatized. And they lived happily ever after. Nothing happens after this ever.
Yeah, we're done. No more. I can't. JK, I need to know what happens, but like, for fuck's sake.
Okay. That, a section of that episode wrecked me.
Yeah.
I definitely cried and I could not talk for a little bit.
That was relentless. It was brutal. It was unforgiving. It did a lot in 18 minutes. Like,
yeah, that was crazy.
It's not just like how fucking sad everything was, but how attached you got so quickly to this child and her little blob of bubblegum. Like, it took no time at all. Like, you're just immediately invested in her story and her life and why she's so sad. And so to get you to a point where you are like fully emotionally invested in a character and then completely fucking just shit all over this character in 18 minutes. That's great. That's a lot of work to do in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, there's so much in this show that's masterfully done. So it's interesting to not only just get absorbed by the story, but just look at the craft of it all. Like in terms of just like the character design. Yeah, like it's just the cutest little blob, and then the girl he's trying to make happy is just also this cute, frail little girl.
Frail. That's a good.
Yeah, and she just looks always like beat up all the time, and
she's hopeless. She has nothing to live for. She doesn't have I mean, she has Chappie, but really, like, what reason does she have to smile or have inflection in her voice? Or
I mean, actually, I just thought of something which is like really gnarly if this is their intention, but like if you think about it, where we're meeting her is essentially the last day she's alive. And so if we keep rewinding that over and over again, we potentially throughout this, assuming, you know, we get many episodes with all of us together, we are always going to be on her last day alive, essentially. Yeah. And so like, at least potentially anyway.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a really intense thought. And that's what Takopi is up against, is trying to save this little girl from her last day alive, basically.
Right. So my thought when I realized we were rewinding and going back and fixing was that I'm not convinced that we're not going to get to the end of this and still have the same outcome. Because what if the lesson is you can try your hardest, you can make every single day as perfect and flawless as you possibly can, but in the end,
it could be one of those. There's been many stories where people go back and try to fix things, and then they find out you can't fix it because it's set in stone, it's their destiny or whatever the message is, right? This could be another one of those, you know, or it could be different. But
yeah, it's hard to tell. That would seem over the top macabre. Like, I don't know if they're gonna go that route, because I mean that would be intense. That would be unprecedented.
So I guess they would kind of lock us into this because maybe we think this might be a little different, you know, or it could be a 50-50 kind of thing where it's gonna be a bittersweet thing. Maybe a different sacrifice would have to be made to take place of it, you know.
But they did go to sleep alive.
That's true. Yeah.
So maybe we have completed. Maybe we managed to.
So perhaps we have moved on from.
But I think the point is, tomorrow is going to be a new day of terror.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Is that it's always going to be potentially her last day.
Yeah.
And so.
Until he gets her strong enough, maybe. God, I hope so. I don't know, man. That was pretty, that was rough.
I feel like this is going to be the formula of it. So, but it's also like, if let's say we survive for 3 days and then something messes up, are we taking pictures each day to kind of like update ourselves?
We had better.
Or do we go back to day 1, you know?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I don't want to lose all of our progress. We need to take pictures every day.
Yeah. I'm in agreement, just story-wise, because we've been kind of recently been experiencing similar storylines like this, where it either involves reincarnation or this, we go back in time, try to fix things, and the thing that's always a bit repetitious is the moment we get back, we're back into the same spot again, and then we have to build ourselves back up, and then blah blah blah. And so I think momentum wise that can cause an issue for some stories, so I kind of hope we figure out a clever way around that with this one.
Yeah, that'll be a line to walk for sure.
Yeah,
I think it was probably fairly obvious, since we both managed to get there rather quickly, that something had happened between her mom and Marina's dad.
Yeah.
I don't know what people are saying about this episode or the characters, but I can tell you right now, and I don't care if it's unpopular, I do not give a fucking shit. Okay? I do not care. Fuck this little girl. You don't earn the right to victimize someone like that because something shitty is happening in your life. And I actually think we don't know the full extent of what's happened with Marina, because whatever like was being shown there at the end was super ominous. And we didn't get all of the information. I don't know if they were like going like the mom's molesting her or beating her or whatever, but the way she was kind of like softly touching her, but Marina was like terrified that she was touching her. Something's not right there.
I feel like, and I can see where you get that, but I think they're in very subtle ways. I think my take on it was that, you know, she's kind of loopy, she's not all there.
Right.
And she's just kind of like almost like mindlessly just, you know, just caressing her daughter's cheek, basically.
And Marina knows that her mom's not all there mentally.
Yeah, and then because like her eyes had a very like defiant look in them when they looked over to the side. It made me think that she was thinking about, what's the girl's name? Shizuka. Yeah, so Shizuka, I felt like she was thinking about Shizuka, like, you know, like, damn you, Shizuka, your mother ruined my life or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I took it.
Yes.
One little detail I caught that I was kind of wondering, because when you enter the room with the mother just sitting by herself, the furniture is arranged in a certain way where the father's chair is knocked over, the dinner plate is flipped over, crashed, and I was kind of trying to piece together what happened there.
Right.
Like, was that her knocking over the chair, or was that him knocking over the chair?
There's no way to know.
You know.
Yeah.
But there's a story that's painted there that I don't fully understand, and I'm wondering if we will eventually get an idea of what that was, or at least get context later.
I'm sure. So, because I was, as soon as like this Marina shit started on her bullshit, like my initial thought was, there's nothing, because I knew that this was going to be complex and there was going to be like nuances to this. But I was like, there's nothing they can do at this point that's going to make me sympathetic to this little girl, and I stand by that. I've had shows do this all the time, where they like make someone extraordinarily evil, but then they like, well, here's why they're evil, and you should feel bad for. Nope.
Yeah, and then you're supposed to love them later.
No, we're not gonna love Marina.
I think for
we make choices, right? Like,
yeah.
And she's young, sure, and these kids are dealing with things far beyond their pay scale, things no child should have to deal with. But like, you make conscious decisions to take your pain and victimize someone else with it.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's inherently evil. And you can handle things without being inherently evil, even when you're a child who doesn't know how to process emotions.
Yeah, because it's still your choice. It's kind of like with anger. Like, you don't have a control over outside forces affecting you, but you do have a choice of how you channel that anger,
right?
You know, and that's the part you have to take responsibility for,
right?
I think my main focus, because like I obviously was not approving of that girl at all, but I was just trying to be like, I instantly was like, why though? Like, why are you like this?
Right. We knew there was a reason,
and because also the way they drew her face at times, where all of a sudden, like, the top part of her head was completely black, and you just see nothing but her eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, okay, what's happening to you then right now? Like, to where you're getting put in that spot. and not necessarily in the sense of, you know, like, I don't want to understand you because I want to like you too or whatever. I want to understand so that I can see where you're coming from. It's more of just like, I just want to know what the other puzzle piece is, just so that I know.
What fucked you up?
Yeah, what
that
fucked you
are
up?
This way.
And who, like, I wonder though, like, since they're feeding us a bit of that, because I think if this girl's gonna be relentless, Takopi has to do something about her in some regard. Like, he has to maybe make her happy.
Well, you were paying attention to the intro, right? The ribbon.
Okay. Oh, right.
Was connected to Marina and Shizuka.
Right.
With Takopi? Is that his name?
Yeah, Takopi.
Takopi? With Takopi in the middle. So, obviously, I think that's going to be something... Like, he's going to come to understand that nothing can be made well for either one of these girls if they don't feel each other.
Right. So that might be, like, the big thing.
Yeah, how to make them come together. Them come together. Shizuka would be happy to make peace, I'm sure. It's Marina, but...
Yeah, so it's like, okay, does he have to now make Marina happy in some way? Or something has to be done with her, obviously, on her end.
Yeah,
because, like, she's not going to stop until something is fixed.
Yeah.
And I'd be surprised if it was just as easy as tying the ribbon onto them, you know?
Of course not, no. But I think that gives us a hint as to where they're going to go and what has to be done. I
just wonder if that ribbon has already served its full purpose for the story.
Maybe,
like, they explain how it works, and it was used, but not in the way it was intended. But it's like, okay, are we using that ever again?
And so then, are we to understand that this child, Marina, killed Chappie?
Well, we don't know, but I'm gonna at least say that
it seems like
she at least stabbed her eye out.
A pretty strong suggestion she did something awful to this dog, right?
So I keep thinking Chappie and Takopi are the same person.
No. Yeah, Chappie, the dog, because she was clutching just the collar. She was sad enough to kill herself because I would assume because her only friend is gone. Or did she just because I'm trying to really comprehend the level of evil we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if maybe they have pushed this too far. Because that's, like, sociopathic.
Yeah, my mind went to she basically got the dog off the leash and the dog ran away. That's kind of where my mind went.
Okay, if that's... I would be thrilled.
Because there's technically no evidence that the dog was hurt, but we obviously don't have the dog anymore either. And dogs, even if they're loyal to you, if you let them off their leash somewhere, they're gonna run somewhere.
Yeah,
that happens. So I'm okay with thinking that Chappie ran away because Marina set her free, and because you can see the collar is in tatters, right? So
your take is much more optimistic than mine.
So I'm thinking they wrestled it off of the dog or whatever, and then that's all that was left.
Well, I hope so, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
We
can't know, right?
We could go there if you want.
Because that would be hard to walk back.
Yeah, there's too much missing information,
right?
To say one way or the other.
But that's, I think, part of what's so great about this first episode. Like, they're giving you a lot of information, but they're withholding a lot of information too. But in a way that feels like it doesn't feel like it's too much, or like we don't know enough, or like it's too gimmicky or whatever. I feel like they're giving and taking out just enough all around to just keep you really invested in what's happening.
Yes. Yeah, and just the way it's drawn too, the way they draw Shizuka just always being in shambles, or just the way that the condition of her hair almost portrays how bad in mental health wise that she is.
Yeah.
Her
posture,
her exterior reflects her interior. It's like, her posture
and her voice actress. It's a very like quiet, like unassuming voice. Like she's trying to make sure she stays as small and quiet as possible, so she is so no one takes notice of her.
Oh, she's wonderful. Like she's very she portrays being timid but also kind.
Yep.
But also hurt and also somewhat intelligent as well. Like, because Takopi's like, oh yeah, sugar and rainbows, this is happening, we're gonna do this and we're gonna have a grand old time. And there's so many times where Takopi has no idea what they're talking about when it comes to things on Earth.
Yeah.
And Shizuka understands this right away, and you can tell that she can explain away all of his misconceptions, but she just doesn't, because she doesn't, for one reason or another, maybe she doesn't want to like break his, pop his bubble basically.
Yeah.
And be like, oh yeah, it's not really like that. It's like life's a lot worse here, or I'm doing a lot worse than you think I am, or when we're fighting, we hurt each other. It's not hiding papers from each other or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of interesting depth that's built into each scene, and just every character already, like, even though they seem kind of simple, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
With every character, even Takopi, even though he's just happy-go-lucky little alien, but he already has his issues when it comes to either understanding things or just what his task is that he's put on himself.
Yeah.
And then just the situations he gets himself into.
Yeah.
And so, like, even though he's that, like, he gets put into the ringer. That was gnarly.
That was very gnarly. Impressive first episode, though, I gotta say, like, maybe one of the best first episodes of an anime I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because I'm big on a gut punch, right?
Okay.
So I feel like they did a lot with my emotions in a very small amount of time. And I
agree. Yeah.
I think that's pretty phenomenal.
For completely different reasons. That first episode probably delivered its punchline sooner than like something like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And Attack on Titan is revered as like one of the best first episodes in any anime ever. Very different show here, but we got there in like half the time, it felt like.
Yeah.
And we had everything we needed at the same time. So again, not trying to take one from the other, but just as a barometer of like just how much they did and like how big of a deal it was. Like and we're already crying in the first episode.
Yeah.
For someone we hardly ever know.
And not even like at the end of the first episode. Halfway through it.
Oh, I couldn't talk. I was like, if I start speaking at
you were saying things that's like, I can't respond to that right now. I need a moment, but like.
Yeah, that was after I had to like kind of gather myself and go, okay, I think I could say a sentence, and then here I go, and then, so and then like shortly after that, I go right back into it and go, that. So those parts are gonna be hard to edit because there's not a whole lot of talking from us, but we usually rate our songs that we react to music wise, so I guess we can do that for episodes as well.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay, what do you think?
It's a 10.
10 out of 10.
It's easily a 10. I think it did so much more than anything I've ever seen before from any anime. And I appreciate it. Like, they pulled no punches. They went places people don't dare to go. They covered a really taboo subject. They covered, or they handled the emotionality of it in like a very beautiful and poignant way. And there was just this sense of despair and hopelessness. And I think that might be too much for some people. I think some people will watch this and go like, I can't, like, it went over the top. It went too far. And I can see that too. But like, I appreciate that they did as much as they did, because I don't think most people are brave enough to go where they did. So not only for the impact it had on me emotionally and what it did in a short amount of time, but also for how brave the writing is. And that it's addressing things that I think people are too scared to address, especially because it's involving children. So I think it was maybe like a perfect first episode.
Nice. I think I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
It sounds so weird because for me to use this to describe it, for me anyway, because the show has its grime on it. It's not a very like clean show, but I thought the episode was beautiful. Like in all of its darkness and everything. Just the way it's portrayed was absolutely beautiful. And just like you said, it's very tough subject matter, but they handled it beautifully, and they went places that were tough to watch. And it made you angry, sad, everything, just despair. It made you feel so much in one episode. Yeah. And I'm kind of afraid of the later episodes to see where they take us if this was just episode 1. Yeah. I just hope that the rest of however long the season's gonna be, I just hope it's gonna be a strong consistently throughout.
I have pretty high hopes that they're gonna do that.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I would hope that you don't just think of this and then just kind of drop off. That's all I got.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. We will see you next episode. And yeah, that's it from us. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, and we'll see you later.
I'm gonna go get drunk. Bye.
Bye.